Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. Obviously, it's very difficult night. It's very difficult day. It was a difficult day yesterday. Lots of emotions, different emotions. Personally, I'm saddened by the report and everything that we saw in it. I'm in disbelief. I have emotion of sickness and disgusted by the things that I saw in there. In the same time, I feel a lot of empathy for the players, and I have tremendous respect for the bravery of the players who spoke out and the players who participated in this report. Soccer is a game we all love, and it should it should be a safe space, no matter what level this game is at. And now that this report is out and these recommendations are given, it's our job to do our parts to make sure that no one has to deal with this ever at any level and our sport or any sport. So, like I said, at this point on, uh, all we can do is make sure that this never ever happens again.
Thanks, Vlatko. Let's go to Steve Goff. Go ahead, Steve.
Darren, it's Vlatko. You talked about the team being angry and heartbroken, frustrated. What's been your observations of the players, and what can you do? What can the staff do to help them at a time when they're together, and you actually got a game coming up as well?
Uh, like I said at the beginning, it is difficult. It's not easy because it's not easy for the players. It's not easy for the staff. We're all impacted in some ways. We're all impacted in different ways, and we all deal with this in different ways as well. Some players, some staff members need someone that they need to talk to. Some people need time. Some people need space. Some people need to process all of it, and some need destruction. And that's why we, as a staff, allow the players to think and process and do basically whatever they need in order to get over this difficult time. And uh, if that means that they don't want to participate at a meeting, or they don't want to participate in training, or even they don't want to play the game, it is up to them, because this is more than a game. This means more than the game. It's more than the game, more than training, more than a meeting.
Let's go to Meg Linehan. Go ahead, Meg.
Hi, Vlatko. Just in terms of, I think this extends far beyond the NWSL. There were findings in the Sally Yates report about youth soccer, but it is a cultural issue. And I was just hoping that you could maybe react to that part of it in terms of your viewpoint of the game and how this extends beyond the league and into the national team, into youth, college, every level of the game, honestly.
Uh, Obviously, that this didn't uh, this didn't start in NWSL and did not end in the NWSL. This is just this has started long before NWSL, long before any professional league, and it's rooted into this game. And I'm just glad to some. I can't say I'm glad, but this report come. I'm glad this report came out, because what we need to understand, and what I'm really thankful and why I applaud the bravery of these players is no, they did this not to protect themselves, because we failed protecting them. They're doing this so we can protect the next generation and the players outside of NWSL, the college players, the 15 years old and the 12 years old. They did this for everybody else that wants to play the game that they love. And even outside of this game, I just hope that people look at this report and see the patterns, see the trends in other institutions, in other sports, and use this in a proper manner so they can stop any sort of abuse or harassment.
Jonathan Tenewald, go ahead.
Thank you, Aaron, and thank you, Vlatko, for the time. Well, obviously your name is in the report at one point in terms of a conversation that you had with Racing Louisville, and understanding obviously that you told the truth as you knew it to Sally Yates. Do you believe that Louisville accurately represented what you told them about Christy Holly when they went out and may have attempted to use what they would have spun as a potential endorsement by you? Do you think that Louisville did that accurately?
So in terms of the quote that was used, yes, I was interviewed as a witness, and Louisville did call me and asked. I haven't had any interaction with Christy, and the only thing that I knew or that I saw from him was the report, the scouting reports that he was providing to us. But it is something that struck me. They've never checked with the previous club why he was fired. It just seemed to me that it's a normal practice that someone gets fired from an institution that before you tend to hire him, that you're going to check with the previous institution.
Thank you.
Last one goes to Steph Young. Go ahead, Steph.
Thanks, Aaron, and thank you, Vlatko, for your time. I think Alana summed it up best when she said it shouldn't be on us anymore. And so I think, they were asking, you need to ask other parties, and obviously you're here. So just wondering what you think the conversation needs to be among coaches and people who have, some level of control over players, and what do you think the hard questions are maybe that we need to ask ourselves, whether it's, should I, ask more questions? Should I be more willing to be that intermediary between players and the league or the federation, that sort of thing? Just wonder what your thoughts are there.
I 100% agree with Alana when she said that it shouldn't be on the players because they've been fighting in different fights, different battles throughout these careers, and all they want to do is they just want to play the game they love, and it absolutely should not be on them. I think that this report is very thorough and has very detailed recommendations that at this point the players should be left alone and be allowed to play the game that they love in a safe and healthy environment, and the institutions have to do their thing because at this point we have no choice but to believe that they're gonna follow through with the recommendation and create a safe and healthy environment. As a coach and coaching staff, we are going to do anything possible and that we can to make sure that from everything that's in our power to make sure that the environments that they're in are safe and healthy for them, and they're back on the field with joy and enthusiasm like they've ever been.